And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous demanderons de bien vouloir rester assis pendant le match.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising a defence. What a communicator.
Seedorf couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Gullit, and this is Van Basten. Schneider. Serginho. Seedorf. And here's Van Basten. Tomori did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Lazio looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for the run. Good ball, good take.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pass somewhat off target, and it's Serginho. Looking to play him in. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Lazio! The breakthrough strike!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Lazio have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he's there to retrieve it. That's a sharp pass. Zanetti. And the counter is on. And this is Gullit. He shifted it to the flank. Seedorf. Cannavaro. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. He's having a shot! Oh, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Lazio with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now a sudden chance to counter. Driving on and making good progress. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicked it back promptly. Zanetti gets into some space. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that's a good ball. Lazio look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a...
Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Lazio really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Oh, it's Van Basten.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti. Thuram. And Zanetti. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Schneider. And it's Barella. Cannavaro cuts it out. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that's play. Big chance! Marvellous goal! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Lazio go into the lead. Schneider. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Milan finding their passes. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
That
recupero.
is good alertness. And it's Serginho. Played out to the left flank. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18, Pirlo. Viene sostituito con il numero 7. Attenzione, un cambio.
So, off we go once more.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overuse.
Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is a great pick out. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Schneider. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
He's onside. He's and pull it. Oh, the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Seedorf and again. No, not the best of headers. pull it. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. And it's Seedorf. Played back in. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Shot a goal! He's got away with one there. Succumbs to the pressure. Nakata. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Big chance to get at them. Van Basten gives it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. He has a look out. And he's heaved it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nakata is herring after that one. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Van Basten. Knocks it into... Decent chance! Yes! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Cambio di giocatori.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ambitious ball here. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. It's a throw-in. Cannavaro lays it forward. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rijkaard tries to clear. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Schneider. Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bastoni has been caught there, it's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Seedorf.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Chukwueze's cross. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Lazio! And they're back in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Chukwueze absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Thuram. That's going to go a long way. And smartly reclaimed.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
That's the
recupero.
keeper's ball. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now, what about a counter-attack? Batistuta. Lookman providing an outlet on that flank.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13, Seedorf. Lascia il campo per il numero 22.
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Facciamo un applauso ai tifosi che oggi compiano gli anni. Recandosi al box informazioni dello stadio, riceveranno un simpatico omaggio.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
And this is Van Basten. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's a beautiful... Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero
What
4.
a start, free kick in a dangerous position.
Numero 95.
Decent hit from there.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Good ball, Barella, and a chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That has been slung wide. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rijkaard. It's Sneijder! He's hit it first time.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Costa Curta gets it away. Chance! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Just eases him off the ball. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Always onto this. Now then, the ball's come loose. Sneijder cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Serginho. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That was venomous.
Zanetti. That's a cute ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Tries to get it clear. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Sneijder. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Big chance! Stood up well to him there. And the shot, Sneijder! He would have been quick to recover this. Costa Curta gets it clear. Now it's Hullet. Oh, good take in a good area. That is ended up in no man's land.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And it's hoisted clear. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Barella. Lovely pass, but... And Batistuta! It's hit the upright. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Van Basten. Half-time getting close now. And it's Rijkaard! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Has another go! Barella, he's looking wide. Now it's Batistuta. Pull it. And it's Rijkaard. Schneider. That's a super give and go. Driving on and making good progress. Nicely weighted ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So there was the first half.
Milan ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. The action is back on the way.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That's a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And it's Serginho. Serginho's cross. Van Basten. That's Rijkaard. Now it's Hullet.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Pass somewhat off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Serginho with the foul. Looking for the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gullit is always looking to break lines. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Schneider has it in a wide position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Out towards the flank, looking tidy in possession. Shot a goal! Now that is commitment to the cause. Milan have their second corner now. Matthäus! Cleared without hesitation. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free. Oh, what a mistake! And that should get the job done. Look at the space here. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Buffon claims comfortably. Lazio finding their passes. Schneider driving forward. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Rafael Leao. 75 minutes played.
Lazio clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And this is Schneider. Knocks it out wide. Oh, this looks sharp. Schneider, can he get it through? Played into space out wide. There's the shot! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Ribéry, il numero 9.
Foot in.
Il numero 7. Il numero 11. Cambio di giocatore.
And here's Gullit. Nakata providing an outlet on that flank.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now that's well seen too. He's in space and looking for options. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Schneider. Now it's Van Basten. And this is Gullit.
Ci sarà un
Cannavaro.
minuto di recupero.
We are into overtime. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 6. Viene sostituito con il numero 68.
Into extra time we go. Couldn't squeeze it through. Zanetti. Gullit is onto it in a flash. Thuram. He is starved of space and time. Probing pass. And the ball is out of play. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Nakata. Now, can they get him away? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Lookman. That's very neat. Brilliantly cut out. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It looks a good ball through. Pass is just off target. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Nakata. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Tomori deals with that comfortably. And he's gone looking for safety. Mateus tries to pass it through. Danger averted for now. Zanetti. That's it for the first period of extra time. So penalties loom ever closer. Is there anyone who can seize the day in the next 15 minutes?
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? 105 minutes of deadlock, 15 minutes to break it. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Great vision. Skims one in.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Snyder. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? Thuram's cross. Buffon claims it, safe hands.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's been played through. Tura shoots! And that is one way to get his defending done.
Attenzione, un cambio.
All hands on deck for this one. And he can clear it away. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. Threads one in.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Serginho gives it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Nakata. And it's Mkhitaryan. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Now there's a shot, surely! And that's what you call in... And that's it, nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
Yeah, and at least they both had a go at winning it in extra time. It's often the opposite.
It has gone the full distance and then some. It will be decided by penalties.
Nelle apposite aree dello stadio.
Calmly, he puts the ball down on the spot. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he puts them one up.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Schneider next in line, and here he is. Great stop, and the keeper punches the air.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Lazio are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. No! Denied remarkably.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Pullet will take their second.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
The third man in the queue. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Nakata is the third man to step forward. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Chukwueze is the fourth man to step up. Big character, big moment, big save. He steps up to take the fourth penalty. No, he's hit it right at the goalkeeper.
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
Lobotka is the fifth volunteer. Oh, what a save!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
So on the cusp of where they want to be. He's buried it, and he's won it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Your reflections then, Jim?
Milan can be...